Welcome to the Explainer. So today we're going to talk about a tool that's pretty much essential for any trader, TradingView. But let's be real, right out of the box, it can be a total mess. Our mission here is simple: help you turn it into a clean, professional, and powerful analysis tool that is uniquely yours. Okay, so have you ever opened TradingView for the very first time, looked at that default screen, and just felt completely lost? All those colors, lines, numbers. Trust me, if you felt that, you are definitely not alone. It can be super overwhelming. But hey, don't even worry about it. In this quick explainer, we're going to cut right through all that noise. I'm going to walk you through step by step how to build a clean, powerful charting workspace that actually lets you think clearly. So, you ready? Let's dive in. So here's the game plan. We're going to break this down into 5 simple parts. We'll start with the initial setup, then make the chart look great, take a quick tour of the tools, pick out our essential drawing gear, and then finally put it all together into your very own ready-to-go workspace. All right, let's kick things off. First things first, we've got to build a strong foundation. Getting the app set up the right way, on the right device. That's probably the most important first step to making your analysis actually effective and, not a headache. Getting started is actually super easy. Just follow these 4 simple steps. And here's a really important tip. Please, use a laptop or an iPad. A phone screen, it's just way too small for any real analysis. So install the app, and this is key, create your account in a web browser. It's just so much easier. Then all you have to do is sign in on the app and boom, everything's linked up. Okay, now for the really fun part. We are going to completely transform how your chart looks. We're going to take it from that cluttered, distracting mess to a clean, professional canvas that's actually a pleasure to work on. The single biggest, most impactful change you can make? It's the candle colors. We are ditching the standard green and red that you see absolutely everywhere. So why are we so obsessed with changing colors? What's the big deal? Well, it's all about psychology. Those green and red candles, they're emotionally loaded. Green can trigger that feeling of greed, or FOMO, fear of missing out. And red, that can spark fear and panic. So by switching to neutral colors, like a simple gray and black, we literally strip away that emotional bias. And that helps us make more objective, clear-headed decisions. Okay, to finish up our minimalist makeover, let's jump into the chart settings. We're going to set the background to a solid white, and this is a big one. Turn off all those grid lines. They're just visual noise, right? We'll also clean up the status and top bars to show only the absolute essentials. This gives us a perfectly clean slate to work from. All right, our chart is looking sharp, super professional. Now let's get familiar with the key parts of the TradingView interface so you know exactly where everything is when you need it. Let's break the interface down into 3 main zones. Think of the top bar as your command center. This is where you find your assets, switch timeframes, add indicators, all that good stuff. The right sidebar is where you'll manage your watch list. And down at the bottom panel, that's where you'll find one of the most critical settings of all, the time zone. And before we move on, I have to highlight one of the most powerful tools on the entire platform, the alerts. You can set an alert at any price level, and TradingView will ping you the second the market hits it. Seriously, think of it like your own personal assistant, watching the charts for you 24/7, so you don't have to. Okay, here's a pro tip for you. Set your chart's time zone to New York, which is UTC-5. This makes sure your analysis lines up with major market sessions. Just be aware of daylight saving when the time shifts over to UTC-4. And hey, for our viewers in India, we've got this table here with a simple shortcut to calculate the time difference, making it super easy to stay in sync. Okay, next up, let's get into the real heart of technical analysis, the drawing tools. That toolbar on the left, it is packed with options. But the key here is not to get overwhelmed. We're just going to pick out the absolute essentials. Seriously, forget about trying to learn dozens of different tools. This short list right here, this is all you need. I'd go ahead and favorite these right now. You've got your basic trend line and rectangle, all the way to the more specific long and short position tools. This little toolkit will handle pretty much any analysis you can think of. Now, to make sure your analysis is dead-on accurate, you have to enable the weak magnet tool. This thing is a brilliant feature. It makes your markings incredibly precise by automatically snapping your lines to a candle's key price points, like the high, low, open, or close. No more close enough guesswork. This makes your analysis exact. And what's the result? It's simple. You get clean, reliable charts. You'll never have to second-guess if your trend line is exactly on the wick high or low. The magnet tool guarantees a perfectly placed line every single time. And finally, let's add the finishing touch that's going to make your workflow ridiculously efficient. We're going to set up templates, and trust me on this is going to save you a ton of time. I mean, why would you customize a tool every single time you use it? It makes no sense. With templates, you just do it once and you're done. For example, you can create a specific colored rectangle for what you call an order block, save it as a template, and from that moment on, you can apply that style with just one click. This is an absolute game changer for your speed and consistency. And there you have it. This slide really captures our final result perfectly. We've taken that chaotic, confusing default screen and we've transformed it into a clean, professional, and deeply personal workspace. It's now a powerful tool that is truly ready for some serious analysis. So now that you have this clean, customized, and, let's be honest, emotionally neutral view of the market, I've just got one question for you. How will having a clear and unbiased chart change the way you see opportunities and make your decisions? That's a really powerful question to think about as you move forward.